Okay, hello everybody. This is Janine. I just thought I would jump on here, talk to you guys about some precious metals and earth products, if you will. So first thing I want to talk to you guys about. I hope you're doing really good. I've got a couple of shows that are actually coming up here, and let's see. The first one I do believe is coming up on the 22nd with Laura again, Laura Van Tyne. I hope you guys would join in on that one. And also, let's see, I have one on the 27th with Anne LaFleur. I'm going to talk to you about trust. That's the next ripple of waves that we have coming out to you guys. So, kind of got electric things coming up. And then I'm planning some other shows for February too. I hope you guys enjoyed Buckshot. I thought it was such a good show. I just love his energy, his heart, and what have you. And hopefully he'll come back again in February to do some more shows with us. So let's see here. So the first thing I did want to talk to you guys about is the price of silver. Up and away, right? In our beautiful, beautiful balloon with silver. Where is it at today? So silver hit 95. It's a record. And it's also in reference to the demands that is being put on Greenland with the purchase from Trump for the current administration. So spot silver broke about 95 per ounce for the first time on Monday. So it's 6% in intraday, and so while gold topped at about 46.80, while safe havens buying surges after Trump's weekend ultimatum. He put an ultimatum on Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Germany, and the UK, Netherlands, and Finland. The demands are set with the 10% tariff on February 1st to rise to 25 if by June 1st. So the tariff 10% on February 1st, on June 1st, 25%. So it drew defiance from Greenland's prime minister and retaliation talks from Europe leaders. And the silver rally reflect tight physical supplies in Shanghai, down 80% from 2021. And it fueled the demand from electric vehicles and solar panels, with analysts noting the outperformance over Bitcoin in a year and geopolitical strains. So there you guys go. I hope that there's good information for you. I don't know if anybody is out there in my chat. This was just something that I thought I would just kind of jump in. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am on a few streams right now. I just wanted to stop and say hello. How are you? Again, January 22nd, Laura Van Tyne is coming back. Van Tyne, I should say. And then on the 27th of January, I have Anne LaFleur. So if you are interested in a trust, and there are so many trusts out there. Anne has written, I believe she said, 12 to 13 books. We're going to have to get that from her directly on this one here. So, yes, you did not get notification because I was trying to put this together as a recording and put it out to you guys. But for some reason, I still have to learn about how to use recordings in this software. So it's easier for me to go live, believe it or not. Let's see, what else do we have out here? I did want to also talk to you guys, and I hope that you're appreciating this information and understanding why our economy is flourishing the way that it is. And you have to understand all the elements about it. All right, we could talk gold and silver. Everybody seems to know those precious metals off at the top of their head. But are you invested in any graphite mining, that has been going on? We talked about 3 months ago in 2025 when the United States basically, let's kind of step back a little bit here. Before I go forward with what's actually happening throughout the United States, let's talk about why did it cease decades ago, right? So there is now a significant resurgence driving it by the booming demand of the lithium ion batteries in electric vehicles, energy storages, and other technologies. There's also been a breakdown on why it stopped, and I'm going to give that to you here. So there was a lot of cheap imports that were basically coming, particularly from China, as all of us know. And then we have to take a look at the economics and the lack of demand. I'm going to talk about those briefly here. So the U.S. graphics production was historically active, especially in places like Alabama and New York for pencils. Did you know that? Or else the lubricants and industrial uses. But it all ended around 1950. And to tell you the truth, my whole lifetime, I don't ever remember hearing a lot about these operations because they were all halted. And if there were any that were running, were halted around 1990 in some of the cases. A lot of cheap imports, particularly from China, which became dormant globally. And basically 80% of the mines of the graphite, 90% were down, right? And so now we're looking at bringing this all back again because of our economics. Our domestic deposits have often been smaller and lower grade and more expensive to mine. And so, because I think, and I could be wrong on this, and correct me and put your comments in the chat, is because now we are putting the demand on all these other places with these tariffs that we have to go back and just take a look at it. There's with the economics and basically taking a look at what the foreign supplies offered from what we are offering. So the lack of demand for high purity battery grade graphite at this time. And there was a story that was just done a few days ago on Fox Business, I think, or Maria Bartiromo, and we talked about the graphite that they're starting to dig up and produce in New York is where this is actually happening. So why are the graphite minings coming back now, right? The revival is happening in 25 to 26 due to explosion demand for graphite. It's the largest component weight in lithium ion battery anodes, and it's growing concern over its reliances on China. So what's driving this? What's the key drivers in any of this is that it's the EV battery demand. It's kind of been talked about so much. And then the geopolitical and supply chain risk. So China dominates the market in a recent export controls and even temporarily relaxed. So the U.S. government is looking at the support and the policies and the basically, if you remember the policy of the Inflation Reduction Act, it's a tax credit for domestic minerals and the Defense Production Act funding. This has all been talked about. And then the bipartisan infrastructure laws of 2025 is an executive order that are accelerating projects. It's fast tracked. It's permitting and it's loans that are helping us. So there's new projects. We got the Titan mining in New York that I just mentioned. It's very limited right now, but it's going to go take off in the next years to come. Graphite 1 in Alaska is one of the largest known U.S. deposits. Feasibly study completed, and it's out there. West Water Resources in Alabama, Coosa deposits advancing, and that's advancing right now. The permits are out there and the engineering is beginning. And also take a look at Montana and elsewhere. Again, if they're doing something in your state, let us know. But what does this mean for the U.S. and the batteries, right? It's basically strengthening our national security, our economic resilience, and the clean energy transition. So I believe that's the key that has been repeated over and over again. So long term, we're looking at just keeping the scenario here in our country, and it's only going to make America much stronger and better. And I would love to see Made in America again. I've seen it once in my lifetime. There are some people that haven't even seen it here at all. So there you guys go. Let's see who we have out there. Hey, we got Buckshot. Buckshot, thank you. And Allie's out there. Hey, Alley-oop, how are you doing? And Buckshot, I want to say thank you again so much. I hope you come back next month and just give us a shout out. And I would love to be able to help somebody out there that, Buck is such an expert at what he does. He's calm, cool, and collective. And I just want to say blessings to you, Buck. So Buck, if I can talk, is saying Samsung's new car battery tech center is the next generation solid state batteries. He's basically, let me see if I can put this up on the screen here. And wait, what happened here? All right, I guess I guess you guys could see this on the screen. I keep forgetting that's how it's done. All right, so basically, he's talking about promising nearly double down the energy. Definitely, Samsung's new car battery. Yeah, so we are going to really need the help. Forget the college, you kids. Forget paying all that money and being in debt, 150,000. Get out there and do some blue collar jobs. You're welcome, Buckshot says thank you. Yeah, so this is really good. So I did talk a little bit about the silver in the beginning here of my show, you guys. Hi ho silver, and away we go. I'm telling you, it's 94.95. It's over 100,000 in Shanghai. This is really exciting. I think I did talk about the silver here. So the breaking silver prices surged to a record high, and I want to see. So Shanghai silver premium is prices is up $11 an ounce. That's up and over. The gap has quadrupled in the last few weeks, and then by comparison, the previous record was $7 an ounce in 2011 for Shanghai. So now they're at a record of 105 an ounce. This is exciting, you guys. This is exciting for us because it's only going to hit more. So silver hits the $95 record because of the Trump demands of the Greenland Purchase. And how does that all tie together? Is because it goes back to the tariffs again, and I think it's a good thing. We're coming into our own power, and at so many levels, that just means so much. And it's just the way that it should be. Every country should be just as powerful for their own resources as we're going to be also too. Okay, let's see what else I have over here. Um, let's see. I just want to go back to my chat. I keep losing it, and I think it's because I need a new mouse. I'm almost sure of that there. All right, so silver carbon composite anodes are promising nearly double the energy density. Yes. So that just means our cost keeps coming down more and more, right? And so I hope you guys are going to hang. I can't personally, I'm not a financial advisor and I don't play one here, but I want to just say that hang on to your silver if you can, because I just think, and I'm hearing a lot of people say 500. What do you guys think out there? Yeah, let's just see what else we have. Alley Cat is saying they need to enhance the wires that the lead batteries in the cars. It's the wires that need the silver and the copper. Yes, and I'm sure that they're going to do that. Yeah. Buck says some cut our fiber today in Kentucky. Most likely thought it was copper. Yeah. Yeah, so it's interesting. Everybody seems to know where we're headed with this, and I think it is all going to be it's all going to be good for us in the future. There's just, I mean, so if we're just starting out in New York and we're just starting to mine for the graphite that's out there. And if you guys didn't catch us early, what the graphite is actually used is for the batteries and stuff like that. And, there's so much support that's coming with this current administration on all of this that batteries is only going to be a small part of it. I truly believe that. It's going to lower the supply chain risk, it's going to stabilize the prices, and it's going to support faster growth in the EV manufacturing. And like I said this a long time ago on my other show that you guys, and I knew it, I could sense that it was coming. Forget the college. Go out there and learn a trade because it's going to be needed. Right? There is so much that is actually happening here in the state that I am at. We've got we've got a lot of new manufacturing that's coming in here, and I think it's just going to be Indiana has got a lot of new stuff that's coming in there also too. Yay! I see AO is in the house. Hey, good to see you, AO. And what is Alley Cat saying? Did she have her car had problems? Is the wires? Um, yeah, and so the U.S. dead clock on X had silver. Yeah, yes, I was showing that earlier. I recorded this before I actually went live, you guys, and I had it all planned out. The only problem is I don't know where my recordings go. I think they went into a cloud, and you've got to pay for everything, right? It's everything is a la carte, and I'm like, oh my god, yes. So yes, if you guys get a chance, and maybe I'll bring it up here too, and take a look at this. Uh, ba, 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 U.S. debt clock. And let me just drag this over here for you guys to take a peek at here. It is wild and crazy. And Buck is like reading my mind here. There we go. All right, so I'm down here below in the small little box. I wanted you guys to actually see this here. And if I scroll all the way down to the bottom here, It's got precious metals reserved. Those are big numbers, you guys. That's all I can say. Look, it's just, this thing amazes me. If you got ADD, you're going to freak out. You got the mineral reserves that are just climbing. Obviously, there's real estate. It's the last line that's listed here. It's the second before the last line. It says hidden wealth, assets backed at the dollars. You've got the land, and you got the stock market, real estate, mineral reserves, and then precious metals. And then let's see here, we've got silver and gold. And then if you click on that, it takes you into showing you where everybody else's prices are at right now. And let's see here, is it showing the U.S. in here? No, it isn't. It is not. Okay, where's my silver? I want my silver. Show me my silver. All right, here. I could have sworn that I had a silver button here. All right, but anyways, that's what I have for you guys. All right, so let me come back to you guys here a little bit and kind of share this. This is exciting stuff that's actually happening for us. Yeah, so if let me just kind of find it out on X. Silver. What's the spot? This is money metals. This is even go to X. A little slow here. Silver prices. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, so I'm basically just going to sit on mine. I don't know what you guys want to do on it. So gold tops 46.90, silver hits 94. That's that same story that I was reading for you guys, and the great silver repricing. Let's see, what did Buck say silver was at? 10 here. Oh, it's negative 10 in your state. Holy cow. Holy cow, that's cold. All right, so here we have, this is penny stocks. Okay. So I think it's about 95. I think it's over 95 right now as we're speaking here. And AO. Okay, so let me just let me get out of this one here. Stop sharing. Stop sharing the screen, Janine. All right, here we go. So I'm going to read some of these comments that are out here. So AO is in New Zealand. And she's saying it's 162 for silver ounce. Holy cow. Holy cow. Yeah. That's exciting, you guys. It is very exciting. So, all right. So, let's see here. What does Buck say here? He says U.S. debt clock on X had silver at 1,180 in 2026. That would be fantastic. I don't know how to read that. I really do. I was messing around. I was studying it this morning, and it was all kind of flying through and breaking it down. But there are people out there that there's channels out on Rumble, I'm sure on YouTube also, that will break that down. People used to talk about this a long time ago. Let's see here. Let's see what Buck says here. Silver 94.28 on comics, but most others are more. Yeah, I'm seeing it a little bit more in other places, but we just have to wait and see. So when I first started to do this channel this morning here, it was like it just went up to 95, I think is what it hit. The story that hit here. President Trump announces the 10% tariff on imports on Denmark. And so when he was threatening them on the tariffs, the silver shot up. It just went up. Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna wait and see what happens. What was the date that he gave them? He gave them an ultimatum. Let's see here. So I think I said it earlier. Okay. A lot of European leaders are calling it blackmail. And it's $108 billion in retaliation. Spot gold peaked at 46.90 and settled around 46.68, up 1.6. Silver, while silver broke the $94, which was up 3.5% for the day. and is over 30% in 2026 so far. It's driven by safe haven appeals and industrial demands in the EV and solar amid supply. All right, there you guys go. Let's see here. Buck is actually sending me something here, and I actually have to get it over to my email here. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. It's the Great Silver Breakout. I just saw that in here. Buck, buck, buck. I just saw this in here. Let me see. Oh, you can't see what I'm seeing. I have to share my screen. And where to go? Boom. How about if I just put it in my search? All right, just bear with me, you guys. This is all good news. It's all education. Gee, I gotta find out why I got this delay in my computer. One second. I'm not very good at doing stuff on the fly. All right, let's see what else we have out here. The Great Dead Clock.org. Okay, let me share my screen. I do believe this is what Buck is talking about here. I'm going to allow it to come in. And let's see what we have here. Okay, so yeah, this is it right here. I hope you guys can see this. Somebody give me a thumbs up if you cannot. I think I am sharing my screen here. So yeah, so it was the Doge audit in Fort Knox Gold Reserve, right? This is what I was kind of concerned about. I wasn't sure if this was true or not. Let me see. Maybe I can go in here. Just look. AO is saying, just look. Gold is 8,000 in New Zealand. Wow. Yeah. All right. I'm kind of sucking at this because my computer's sucking at it, and I'm not getting what I really want to get here. Let's see if I could click on one other link. U.S. Dead Clock. Okay. This is the Great Jubilee that people are talking about here. And let me just go into this one right here. And let's see. Just give it a minute, I guess, or that's just the header. That's just the header. All right, so this is really cool. Hey, Buckshot, you need to come back and talk to me a lot more about this here. And we could, oops, that's too close for comfort here. We could talk a little bit about this, but this is exciting stuff. I need to do my research on this U.S. dead clock. Like I said, clock. I just only know enough to be dangerous. I try to analyze it this morning, and I bookmarked it and everything, and I just don't know how this ties in. I just know that where we're going with the tariffs and with the current administration and what they're putting on in order to get Greenland and how to make everything really safe for the United States. Yeah, let's see here. All right, I'm going to stop sharing and come back to you guys on this one here. And yeah, just look at this here. New Zealand. Wow, New Zealand is super high. Okay, for some reason, I don't think I need to highlight these, but I will anyways. Ellison is out there. Charlene is out there. Hey, Charlene, I'll give you a shout out. Yeah. AO is saying our dollar is shh. Yeah, right. And AO is saying, okay, there she goes. Where she's saying, just look at it at the gold in New Zealand. And yeah, this is really, really exciting stuff, you guys. I'm going to keep an eye on this every single day. And yeah, so I guess Ellie Cat is saying it's really cold there. I bet it is really cold there, and for many more other reasons. I know you guys are not big into the sports. We watched a game last night with the Chicago Bears. Woo, I bet you it's really cold in Chicago today. Oh my God, talk about rigged games. That's all I'm going to say. It was exciting, it was so exciting that my family from Chicago and in Arkansas and everybody was just on this one chat, and it was like the olden days. We didn't know any better about how these games are actually being run, but they lost. They lost. They tried. They went in overtime, and we'll see. We'll see where the money ends up for all of these sports games. All right, so that's all that I got for you guys today. I appreciate you being here, and let's see what else. Is anybody else seeing anything here? Uh, yeah, Ellie Cat is saying that she had some people that she worked with that went to the game, and I'm trying to find it here. Here it goes. I'm clicking on the wrong chat. Had some people I worked with at the game, and they froze. Oh my God, it looks so cold. I know they have heaters down there for the players and coaches and everything else, but the people up in the stands, my God, it was packed. It was a packed house. I loved it. I watched it right at the last, I don't know what it was, 30 seconds. He throws his hail, and I yelled. I yelled in my house. I said, he's going to do a Hail Mary. And my husband goes, the game's over with. We lost it, right? I said, they're going in overtime. It was like I was just calling it. I should have been the announcer there. I was predicting everything that was going to happen. And I really wanted Chicago to get it because God knows Chicago needs something to lift them up, honestly. Even if you say, oh, sports is bad, it's rigged, it's that, we all know everything is rigged. And sometimes we just have to go along with the illusions, honestly. All right, let's see what else we have here. What is this? Gary Beers? Oh my God. Who wrote that? Ellie Cat? It ain't gonna happen. I know I'm down here. I'm down by the Gulf Shores and everything like that. I don't have any say so anymore. I gave up my residence rights, right? And it ain't going to Gary. Why would it go to Gary? For God's sakes, I'm turning this into a sports show now, and I never thought it would, but Alley Cat triggered me. Yeah, I've been reading all those stories about Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. Why would it go there? For God's sakes, I think they can negotiate a little bit better to keep it in either Arlington Heights or keep it at Soldier Field or do whatever it is they need to do. It's just all political bullshit right now. All right, let's see what else we have out here. Charlene, how are you doing, Charlene? I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, everyone is saying blessings. Charlene, let's see here. AO has given us some really good information about what is actually happening out in her area. She's talking about the dollar is doo-doo right now. And yeah, she's also saying it's a 162 for the silver in ounces. It's exciting. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And they're looking, what Ellie Cat says, what? They're looking for more spots in Indiana. Well, Alley Cat, let's see why is this being played out the way that it is? This is very interesting, right? Indiana, it's still not far for people if they're going to downtown Chicago and they're going to go into Indiana. It's not a big jump or a leap or anything like that, but you're giving up. It's a political bullshit game, and it's just like, if they don't get their own way, someone's gonna throw a temper tantrum. They bought Arlington Park Racetrack. It's been torn up for years. It's just wide open field waiting for a football team to go there. I don't live there anymore, but I still keep up with all the current news and everything like that is happening. But like I said, it's a cold day in Chicago because they lost in the way that they lost. It was very heartbreaking. We're all on the phone. We're all happy, all my family members, and all of a sudden it just went, right? And I said, Chicago freaking needed this. All right. AO says she just put something out there. How do I do this? So I go reverse on this chat. Yes, I have to reverse the way it's coming up. It has more or less tripled in price. AO, do you own silver? God, let's hope she does. Bread and circus. Let's see here. What do you guys think? So I've had, I'm trying to get Destined Deplorable to come back with her husband or just by herself because her husband is an expert in this silver thing. They're thinking 500. We heard 500 years ago, right? How many years did we hear that? And even if you just have a little nugget of it, it's just something that's going to get you somewhere. Um, let's see what else we have out here. I'm going to keep watching this. So this U.S. debt clock here is the new money resolution, and it's the Great Jubilee. It's a wealth transfer. Let me see what this wealth transfer is all about out here. So a lot of people, I'm going to share this with you guys. This is what the link that Buck sent me. And you guys can go out if you follow X. You can go out, or else just listen to what I'm bringing to you guys. Where am I in this picture here? I really don't like the way that they do these here. All right, it seems to not want me in here, but I'm down below. And so this is the Great Jubilee. We heard this time and time again over the years. And some of the comments I want to read out there is, "Dear Lord, please let this happen before I go broke, just trying to keep my head above water. In Jesus' name, amen." That sounded like me last night with the Bears, Chicago Bears football game. God, please give this to them. They need this. Oh my gosh. All right. So, what else do they have going on out here? I'm just trying to see. It says, I just wanted all these taxes I pay through my life to a private corporation returned. People aren't asking for the world out there. They just want their dues returned to them, right? We paid our dues, now give it back to us. Only gold and silver is illegal. 10, Article 1, Section 10 clause is one of the Constitution. Buy some silver while your paper still is value, and we have reserve currency privileges. That's the key. We have to have the reserve currency privileges, and that's your investment. You invest smart. That's the truth there. Let's see here. This is from Donald Trump. It says, "My fellow Americans." This is December 25th. I will be giving an address to the nation tomorrow, live from the White House. Seeing you there, and the best is yet to come. We've been holding on to this for a very long time. And in the meantime, you have chaos that is just happening out there. And yeah, we are all really looking forward to this U.S. debt clock. If you can, if you understand it, please come onto my channel and talk to me about it, because I kind of look down here, the second to the last line, and I look at the precious metals reserves. It looks very good to me. I'm not an expert in it. The mineral reserves is looking just as good, and the real estate reserves, or the real estate, is also looking good. So there's positive things that are happening for all of us. What is this? What is this, you guys? I guess you're talking to Ellie. I can hear you thinking carrot on a stick. All right, AO, it's really good to see you. Buckshot, I'm so glad. I'm not sure if Buck is still in here, but Buck was in here earlier. He's one of the first ones that came in here, and so was Alley Cat also too. Buck was talking about the Samsung new car battery tech centers on the next generation. Solid state batteries is what we are doing. We're mining it throughout our country now in Alabama. New York, where else did they say? I think Montana. I'm not sure of all the states off the top of my head, but if you know there's going to be mining in your state, put it in there. I'd love to hear from you. And this is what's happening now. I'm only talking about the United States, and because AO is here, we should probably take a look at what's happening on my next show, and talk about what is happening in these other countries. I think that I should be able to dig up some articles on this here. What is Buck saying here? Some of our fiber today is in, that's what he's talking about, was in Kentucky. And let's see here. Let me scroll down. I can't believe it's 162 in New Zealand. Let's see here. I don't even know. You guys are talking about the weather in your state. I don't even know what mine is. Let me just take a quick looky and see here. I always like to know, because I have to go and walk the dogs, and I always got to check to see, how do I dress? 57 here today, and that's the high. and our lows have been in the 20s. So let's see here. I'm just checking the chat to see what you guys are saying. Alley Cat has some wishful thinking for the Chicago Bears. I will fight you, Alley Cat. I will fight you in Indiana. All right. Bye, Buck. Take care. And thanks for stopping in here. All right. That's all that I have right now. I'm just kind of rambling at this. I hope you guys, keep your eye on this stuff, on these stories that are out here. And as soon as I get more information, I'll bring it back to you guys. Let's see here. 90% silver coins is just as good and it's cheaper. Is that from Buck? Did he just put that in there? Yes, he did. 90% silver coins. Oh, that's right. That's right. So go through your silver coins and take a look. I know that if you do your research, look up when they started to change our money and putting silver into our coins. Like I said this to my husband, I said, I've got a jar full of quarters and nickels and dimes, and he says, they don't put the silver in that anymore. And I'm like, well, if you can look at the edges, you'll be able to determine that. And you'll be able to see if it's got a yellowing on it versus it's got silver. And just look it all up. It's not going to hurt. All right, let's see here. Thanks, Buck. Thanks for that one. What is J.G. Wentworth? I need my money now. Recalibrating my nervous system to thrive. Yeah, a lot of people are out there are basically saying the exact same thing, that they need this, and people are hanging by a thread, as we all are. I know that everybody spends more than they actually have, and it was done by design. And so now the people are more aware of it, and they're up to their eyeballs in debt. We need a Hail Mary. We need a Hail Mary here, and I'm hoping it's coming soon. All right. Thank you, guys. That's all that I got. Blessings to you guys. Turn on that subscribe, and then, because I jump on here sometimes when I get frustrated, when I can't do a recording like I did today. Take care. We'll see you real soon. Don't forget, on the 22nd, Laura's back. On the 27th, if you're interested in understanding trust, I'm going to bring that ripple to you guys. And then hopefully in the following month, we'll have Buck again and maybe help some people out there any way that we can. Take care now. Bye.